Hey everybody, it's Eddie J on Crypto. I hope you're having a great day. Sometimes there's just so much going on, you just got to shoot a second video. So, Jamie Dimon has proven that Elon Musk is not the only person that can move markets. He's actually said that there is an economic hurricane coming. We'll touch in on that. The Reserve Bank of India says they're on track to actually launch a CBDC during fiscal year 2022-2023. So just saying, that's kind of a big deal. And we'll get into that because India is not exactly crypto friendly. Binance's VC arm has raised over $500 million to invest in Web3 and blockchain tech, or startups to be specific. That's very interesting. This is in addition to the $500 billion that they plan on investing in Twitter to back up or to support Elon Musk's purchase of that company. Very interesting. This next one pains me. DEI, a former stablecoin. Yeah, I said former. This tiny cap coin has lost its peg and has dropped below 40 cents. Something to think about. And remember when everybody was wagging their finger over at OpenSea? Well, guess what? Nathaniel Chastain has been arrested and charged with insider trading. So there's a lot going on. So let's get into it. So Jamie Dimon, big boy, CEO of the United States' largest bank, JPMorgan Chase. 9 days ago, he was like, well, there's some storm clouds, but I think they'll dissipate. Fast forward to today, and what do you get? There's a hurricane a-coming. Wow. Pause for a second, and let's understand. He is the CEO of the country's largest bank, and that actually means something. What kind of data does he have in front of him? Probably all of it, right? Probably all of it. But that's huge, and it sent the market, it sent the stock market like haywire, it sent crypto market haywire, and we've got some numbers to review. So that's actually a very big deal, very big movers. Bitcoin was up at a new level, and as soon as he said that, it tanked, and it's back down to the bottom half of my inner band, and I'll show you in a minute. Binance, wow, they raised over $500 million to invest in blockchain and Web3 technology, specifically startups. That's a lot of money to actually, drum up. They've got a couple of big companies going behind them, DST Global, Briar Capital, and a lot of family offices that are backing them up in that. So it's a lot to unpack, but you figure, when I talk about foundation, this is what we're talking about. You're talking about big money coming into a space and investing specifically in startups. That's a big deal, and I'm going to pay attention to that. I'm going to be interested to see what companies they invest in, criteria, that kind of stuff. And then you have, it pains me. Then you have this tiny cap coin, DEI, and they were an algorithmic stablecoin. Lost their peg below 40 cents. Will they come back? Who knows? Why are you still mucking around with stablecoins? Cut that out. Just saying, cut it out. Unless it's an asset-backed stablecoin, we see you, USDC. We see you. Kind of, you're rolling a dice with that. You really are. Right? Carolyn Pham of CFTC fame says you're rolling the dice with those kinds of things. Right? You might as well be buying a lottery ticket. So let's be a little bit more careful. Let's do a little bit more research. Do your own research. Don't allow yourself to get caught in an echo chamber. Oh, this is the next up and coming thing. People can be really exuberant, really, really enthusiastic about, a particular project or whatever. Great. See if you can take the facts down and then go do your own research and see if you can find corroborating evidence that says this is a great project. Like I said earlier today, OneCoin was supposedly a great project. $15 billion loss later, and now what? Okay, so let's pay attention. Now, a while ago, there were some allegations that, there might have been some insider trading over at OpenSea. They conducted internal investigations, not quite sure about what happened with that, but the Southern District of New York has snatched up Nathaniel Chastain, apparently a former executive over there at OpenSea, who decided, I'm going to try to use some of my insider information to make some money. Not the brightest of ideas. Wheels of justice might be slow, but boy, do they keep turning. Anyway, let's get to the numbers, because that's what's going to be really interesting for us, right? Let's just refresh this real quick. Okay, there you go. So I had mentioned to you that Arweave was down. So look at this. This is a coin that I look at. Gala's down 11%. Look at all these coins that are down. Okay, so obviously these are the top 25 coins that are down. Obviously there's more if you're ending at 11, down 11%. So you have CeeLo, Solana. Wow. Solana's number 9. Okay, number 9 based on market cap. Another coin that I look at is Gala. So, everybody took a hit today, and I'll demonstrate to you how, well, not demonstrate, but I'll show you also Bitcoin took a big hit. Arweave, now this is interesting to me. This is very interesting to me because Arweave took a 14% hit, and they had been up a little bit. So I'm looking at Arweave, and I'm kind of going, should I get in? Right? It's on sale now. Should I dive in? So it's something I'm contemplating. Fear and Greed Index still at 17. DeFi Llama down from, remember earlier today, it's down $5 billion now. 4 and change, but still didn't round up about $5 billion in a few hours. Okay, in a few hours. So just mark that. Look at where we were. Remember, we were bouncing between my old, my interband high and my new high for the interband. And then Jamie Dimon said what he said, and Tank Central, sending it below the halfway mark of my inner band. Not further than that, but wow. Right? So we'll see. We'll see what happens after that. But I'm thinking it's sales season. That's honestly what I'm thinking. I'm sorry, but yeah, that's really what I'm thinking. ETH was down at 17 and change just a little while ago. Now it's at 1802. And then you have BTC lower than 30,000, which is what I was just showing you. BNB, it was in the 300s. Look at that, 299 now. I mean, you have sale prices on a lot of different things. Even Doge is down big. SHIB is down big. SHIB might actually add a zero. Remember how we were talking about shedding zeros? It might be adding a zero. That's not good. That's not good. All right, so that's something to contemplate about. Let me see. We'll have to find it on the next page. It'll be easier. So that's something to think about. Bitcoin dominance is still at 44, almost 45%. But I wanted to take a look at SHIB, which is at number 16 now. Had been number 15. So you see what I mean? We could be looking at right there. We could be looking at SHIB actually adding a zero. If SHIB adds a zero, at one point right there, that's as close as it came to adding a zero. If it adds a zero, I'm in. If it adds a zero, I can almost guarantee you I'm going to be in with a couple of bucks. Really, because SHIB is doing some stuff. That team, they're doing some stuff. They really are. So I'm probably going to be in. But I brought this video to you to show you that, hey, you have people out there that can actually move markets. Elon Musk is not the only one. Jamie Dimon can move a market. Demonstrated. I mean, Bitcoin is trying to fight to come back up, but demonstrated. Right? So there's still good news. Like I saw Chewy and on the stock market side, Chewy came out with higher than expected numbers. So they beat a little bit. And so they beat on top line, and I think they came in, as expected not as expected, but they came in above, something like that for the bottom line. Actually, no, they came in above on the bottom line. And that's what shocked everybody. They made money when everybody thought they were going to take a loss. Right? So stock markets all over the place, different. It's moving differently. What Jamie Dimon said was, directly affected, the crypto space. Here's something to think about. I don't know how much of an effect it's going to, or how long this effect is going to stay in place, because people like me are kind of like, Binance just raised $500 million, $500 million to invest. That's good news that probably hasn't hit all over the place yet. Not yet. Will, but not yet. So there's a bunch of stuff that's going on. That's why I'm thinking this could be a temporary thing. Very well could be a temporary thing. Anyway, this is Eddie J on crypto. If you like what I'm doing, do me a favor, hit the like button, definitely subscribe, and absolutely hit the notification bell so you know when I'm dropping another video. Anyway, hope you have a great day. If you have any questions, leave it in the comments and I'll respond. Have a good one.